SEC accuses Binance of mishandling funds and lying to regulators. That's not a crypto headline you want to wake up to on a Monday. That's the headline that we have to start this week. We will break it down and we'll break down what is going on the Bitcoin charts, because Bitcoin obviously reacting to this on the daily. You see the red candle there. BNB, Binance's coin, also reacting to this. A nice red daily candle there. CZ responding to this. Going to look at that in a minute. But here's what we have going on. The SEC has accused Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, of mishandling customer funds as well as lying to regulators and investors about its operations in a sweeping case filed in federal court on Monday. Check this out. The Wall Street regulator said Binance had been mixing billions of dollars in customer funds and secretly sending them to a separate company controlled by Binance's founder, CZ. The charges included misleading investors about the adequacy of its systems to detect and control manipulative trading. Strong allegations, everybody. This is Ryan Selkis. I found this interesting over on Twitter. He tweeted, this was earlier this morning before this SEC news broke. Rumor is that we'll have a negative headline, but positive long-term development regarding Binance this week. Interesting timing for this article. And he tweeted an article basically discussing Binance CEO, CZ, being replaced as CEO. So that was kind of what he was alluding to there. And then he just retweeted a little bit ago. He said, SEC news may not be the only tough headline for Binance this week, but it would be great if that was it. So after both of these news pieces regarding Binance, I 100% agree. It really would be great if that is it. Check out CZ over here replying to, and this is just kind of coming out not long ago at all. 4, our team is all standing by, ensuring systems are stable, including withdrawals and deposits. We will issue a response once we see the complaint. Haven't seen it yet. Media gets the info before we do. So remember, all of this news is breaking, and we really, as bystanders, we just have to watch it play out and wait for the information, right? We have to just let it play out instead of just pointing fingers and you know, going off of headlines alone. If you're wondering what 4 means, I think this is really important for context. He tweeted this in January 2023, January 2nd, to start the new year. We'll try to keep 2023 simple. Spend more time on less things. Do's and don'ts. Education, compliance, product and service, ignore FUD, fake news, attacks, etc. In the future, would appreciate if you can link to this post when I tweet 4. So there you go. There's his 4. This is basically his real response to what is happening right now. And all we can do is watch and see how this plays out. This is just another event in crypto, everybody. And listen, how many events have we had, even in this bear market alone, let alone, so here's the bear market, so many events. All the headlines have been insane, let alone just the history of Bitcoin, all of the headlines that come out. We're in another headline. I think before we dig into the charts and look at the short-term moves for Bitcoin and crypto and what's happening, important just to note where we are, whether even if we go to the downside because of this headline triggering some bearishness. Here we are on the Bitcoin Daily. The thing to note that I'm watching, just based off this, even this headline alone, is where we've already been, headline or no headline. Symmetrical triangle, resistance here. Remember, we got this pop to the upside at the brick wall resistance. What that is this swing high to swing low. Bitcoin hitting this resistance right there at this apex of the triangle. And if we change this to a daily chart, the other big thing that was right there was that blue line, the 50-day moving average. Huge resistance right there. It happened. It played out. Now we've come down and we've just been consolidating continuously for just weeks, right? So weeks and weeks and weeks on the daily chart. And right now, a fear headline kind of bringing Bitcoin down to test critical areas. What's the critical area I'm watching for on the short term? Very simple. It's the swing low to swing high now. Bitcoin right there, right now at the 786 of this Fibonacci, this higher low Fibonacci. So if we change this to a 6 hour, we get a better clarity of what this looks like. We see oftentimes headline events like this, positive sometimes, bringing it into overbought, negative, bringing it into oversold. I really am interested today to see how this plays into the shorter term momentum of Bitcoin. So here's the support that we're looking for right now. Bitcoin is there. But not only that, we do have these previous swing lows, Bitcoin testing kind of this $26,000 area. Is that in play right now for Bitcoin? What will be interesting to watch is how that plays into the momentum of Bitcoin potentially falling into oversold on this chart if that happens. If you zoom out, you can just see Bitcoin, when it's falling into oversold on this chart, tends to be an area where it bounces, right? It kind of bounces out of that oversold. So are we getting that set up right now because of this shorter term headline? That could be what's happening. So while the markets seem very bad and things seem very bad, and I'm not throwing any hopium, if Bitcoin can manage to hold just this general support that it's hovering above right now, while at the same time fall into oversold and this fear headline kind of passing, I think it will pass in the shorter term. I don't think it's going to be around that long. This could be the case for Bitcoin to kind of have this short-term triple bottom bounce to the upside. Again, not throwing hopium. At the end of the day, what do we have here? We have the symmetrical triangle we've been tracking. We have $24,000 target still in play. It was in play the other day before this fear headline. It's in play today, right now, as we have the fear headline. But these are all the things that I'm watching for Bitcoin right now. Curious to see how it plays out. But that's the headline for the day, everybody. Let me know your thoughts about this. What are you thinking? How are you feeling to start this week? Let's see what crypto markets can do. One thing to note, S&P 500 still trending up. Will Bitcoin and crypto markets ever just kind of catch up in that momentum? I'll be watching that as well. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. Your support really does mean a lot to me. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.